Alright, hello, we're going to be starting in a few moments as usual, just getting everything in order, so stick around later into this bang and drum and bass, and I'll be back. Alright, so tonight I'm going to play something different. I was made aware of this just randomly stumbling about, and I got curious, so I figured why not spend some gold and pick it up. So I'm going to try it out, see how it goes, maybe put it in the rotation, and I guess we do. Oh, maybe. Are you working? Hold on. Are you working? I believe you are. Yes. Those are some very dramatic splash screens. So apparently this is a randomized escape game, I guess? I don't know. I was intrigued. That's all I know.
Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in, and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate.
Wait, what? Find a 46th room of a 45-room estate?
Kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor.
Huh.
But I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse.
Okay. Interesting.
Whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Oh, I want to see the cutie's face. Oh, we're in it. Okay. Quite lavish. What is this? Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose one. Okay, when you no longer have any things left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. Okay. Okay. I like that. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing that button. Huh. Very intriguing. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement, wow, as it did in those last summer days. By the time you read this I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence, I assure you. Nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. That's odd. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove any impediment for some reason for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice, do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. What? These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Wait, so the rooms change? They change each day? Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best of luck. Robert S. Sinclair. You know, I can't remember exactly where it was, but I remember my old adventuring party, we actually went to some place in this desert area, and there was a library that select a room to draft. When you enter this room, you gain 2. I mean, knowing what I know, I should probably choose that. But, like, it was a library that was interconnected square rooms, much about the size of this, I would say. Maybe a little bit bigger. And it had the same thing where it would shift, but not every day. It would shift every 10 minutes, I believe it was. Is that a giant pawn? Paper clip in a hat. Nice hat. Okay. Origami. Greetings from Reddington. Okay. Can you not open things? What is that symbol? I'd rather go to the den, but there's a puzzle symbol there. Oh, that's a really nice clock, I like that. Another pawn. Oh, is that a gem? Thank you. Actually, wait a tick. You must select one. Oh, wow, okay. I want to go north. Sinclair. Just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired before floor plan. It was well worth the wait though, as I always enjoy the mathematical puzzles, and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play a variation. What's this? Key card. Coin. I want to see what this is. All 3 boxes are empty. This box and the blue box are empty. The black box contains gems. Okay. Component of the parlor game. Dear Herbert, it was a great honour receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, It had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I've no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlour game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colours. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will be always at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within, the other 2 are always empty. So this is the logic game of one speaks the truth, one speaks lies. But the problem is, there's a third. And it doesn't specify, well actually I guess it does. One box which displays only true statements. At least one box displays only false. But the other one, we don't know. It could be either or, so, okay. This box and the blue box are empty. The black box contains gems. But that's the confounding thing, is that one of them could be saying both truth and lie. Or both, or just... My gut instinct says to just go for this one. It's probably wrong, but that's fine. Yeah. Figured as much. And you can't take it out, can you? Okay. Lavatory, nook, or pantry. Don't think I can really do a nook. There's no doorway that way, so how does that handle that? It's a door to nothing. Okay. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. But you can't grab that. That's fine. I don't know what that means, but gem requirement. I do have a gem. The Fixed Stars, The Stargazer's Companion to Constellations by Richard Witt. Preface. This book contains a complete star base, a list of constellations and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. What? North Star plus 1 gold. 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hole. The slice? With 4 doors are more common today. Oh. So you're like a way to view what things be doing. Okay, but right. How do I activate it? Well, you're supposed to just keep rotating. Was there a way to bring it up? Most of these that I've seen, they have a way to make it rise up a bit higher, but I'm not seeing a thing. Unless I'm blind. Could be blind. Oh, it is you. Okay. Well, I think I need to rotate you again. Okay. Gem requirement on that one. Corridor is always left unlocked. Always. I'd say hallway, actually. Just for the time being. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Okay. Chapels. A drawing room. And a spare room. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. Don't know what that means, but okay. I'll go with a spare room. Which is a lot left to be desired. I guess the corridor. I guess the dining room. Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. Okay. And there's nothing here for me to mess with. It's just... Okay. Some wine. I'll take some wine, but... I'm gonna have to take the chapel, I believe. A bishop? Of course, there's a bishop in the chapel. What kind of religion is this? Why is it a chef angel? A farmer angel? A chimney sweep angel and a jockey angel? Okay. Let's see. I guess West Wing Hall. Staff notice, June 15, 1983. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Well, it's past that point, I believe, so I think we're fine. Likewise, any staff may drafts are... Okay. Of course he is. Oh, great. I don't have any keys. That means I'm stuck here. Well, I guess I can take a right in the dining room. Ooh, a wine cellar. And a courtyard. I'll do the wine cellar. Okay. This man's choice in art is very weird. It's not questionable, just weird. Bollocks. I guess I could... if I choose the lavatory, I'm stuck here. Gonna have to do the pantry. That's a nice little coffee grinder. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have been just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Oh. Okay. Passageway. Furnace. You are more likely to draw red rooms while drafting. What is a red room? What does that mean? Boudoir. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5, but that's a dead end. Seems like a lot of these are going to be dead ends, so you have to plan ahead. This is a very intriguing game. I like it. Can't really do anything with any of these. I'm boxed in for the most part, unless I can find a key. Guess I'll just do the lavatory. Dark room. View inventory of all items currently in the house. That could be useful. Wait, what? Let me see the cutie's face. Yeah, there he is. Data tapes. That's quite antiquated. Yeah, that's you. Why did you touch the screen like you'd never seen one of these before? Blue memo's true, red memo's lies. There's something half written underneath. Give me a second here. Unless written by hand. If it's written by hand on a red memo, it's true. Good to know. I thought this is supposed to show me. Oh, do they mean the symbols? That's probably what they meant. So I can go north, and then south, and then east. But this is all blocked off. There's nothing else here, unless I can get a key to continue my exploration. I also need to be on the lookout for fruit and other edibles. Yeah, it's gonna have to be the conference. Well, I guess it could also be the drawing room. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room instead. Okay. $9083. It's a blue memo, so reminder, after meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. Food for sale, I could use that, but I think, yeah, no matter what. This room counts as 2 bedrooms. There's a little river underneath the house. Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he has not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys, and I will not have to share my room, and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he is at camp. Herbie is mean and really stupid, and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. I also had more fun at camp than he has had in his entire life. Wow, okay. Today's a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it too. He also threw my model airplane in the bushes outside, but I got it back, and if he does it again, he will not get to go out to the park on Friday, and I'll make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. I don't need any presents because I have my brother's book because he won't stop writing about me, and today is a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book, even though he is older, he is a crybaby. Today is a good day because today my brother returns from college and I get to finally return to him the book I took from him a long time ago. Aw. Hopefully you find it as hilarious as I do. I honestly have no idea how we survived sharing a room. All things being said, I wouldn't have it any other ways. Crossed out. I still would rather have had a sister. Congrats on the diploma and welcome home. Well, that's cute. But that actually begs the question. I know in psychology, well, modern day psychology, like the way that this is written out makes it seem like this is not just a journal, but like, oh, what is it called? I can't remember. It's a reflection journal? Is it? No, not that. It's stuff that you're looking forward to do, which is, to my knowledge, is what's used commonly for people who suffer from depression and the things of the like. Yeah, it doesn't matter what I choose. It's all terrible. There's a breaker box. Can't really do much with it. I don't know what that means. I do have a key card. Oh wait, no, I do want that on. Do I want that on? I don't know if I want that on. Garage, darkroom, gymnasium. I don't know what I just did. I think I'm gonna have to retire for the night just because everything is locked up and I don't have an extra key. I have a key card. Oh wait, no, I do have keys. What am I talking about? I can go north. My steps are getting pretty low though. I want to see what happens if we run out. Oh, whenever you draft a bedroom, you gain 5. Shit, that would have been nice to have before I pulled the other one. Oh, bollocks. All that for a closet. There's a couple keys. A silver key and a gold key. Okay. So, special locks. Wait a minute. Wait, what happened to the gold key? Lose half of your steps. Power source. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all three of your Oh, the red ones are bad! Oh, shit, okay. Thank you. August 22nd, 85. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book, Swinbird, had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. January 27th. Swinbird author never considered herself success. By Gail Hermes, Herald staff writer. She confided, "My son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime. And so as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there." Okay, that's cute. Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red. But the game's title is Blueprints. What does that mean? A statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that view that book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. November 11th? Hold on, how much time passed? Oh, 11 months. Publisher and author detained by Redguard questioned. Redguard? Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier, naming them a person of interest, and the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also called themselves the Children of Blackwater. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumours in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. Marigold drops publisher November 17th. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. Because of the attack. A few days later, local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with the long-term publishing partner Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the 3rd prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Manning and White at press function, was seen at the corner suspicious bag under the waved down a local map. This is the third major last year. It is anticipated. Charged by the Crown, Manning was the last. The trial begins on. Expected to last up to with grand treason. So who's been tried for treason? Which one? Manning? Manning. Interesting. And she does have a political background, technically. February 22nd, 87, so a few months after. No traces discovered at Cinque Harris, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold. She's shit. Was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. At a tea room, no less. Something's clearly afoot, but... Okay, depending on where you're at, where you're watching this, tea rooms oftentimes were used as a place to talk politics, really, or intrigue. Just hushed stuff that you just keep to yourself and the brewmaster. But through the years, there's different variations of it. Most commonly, of course, is a tavern, which most people would be familiar with. But this is intriguing to me. Mrs. Jones never arrived home and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. Okay, before I go deeper in this, I need to use the restroom, so I'm gonna switch over to intermission real quick. I have been having stomach issues after all, and still kind of occurring. But I'll be back in a moment. I'm gonna just leave the game running in the background, because it's ambiance. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Anyways, where were we? Okay. September 2nd, priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. Not bad. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Airs have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles, at least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds dredging for clues. The museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Ares, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. Why is that the last entry after the missing person that's related to the person who owns this place? I mean, obviously they're connected in some way. Curiouser and curiouser. Archived floor plan. Curious. It's about it's a half court. Can I play? No, of course not. That'd be too convenient and fun. Hoople. Maid's chamber in the workshop. It's gonna have to be the workshop. Less likely to find items lying around in your house. Yeah, I definitely need more items, I believe. Eight and a half inch. 7.8, 2.7. Oh, that's from the thing. The true box does not always contain the prize. So I was meant to fail. Possibly. Combine inventory to create new items. I just have a key card. Stones. Cut. Cut by hand. What? This is like the most... This is definitely the weirdest music notation I've ever seen. Stone cut by hand and letters wrought do spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. broken lever. It's my last key. I need to go through the other exit in the archives. I don't have enough steps to do so. All of these turn to the left and I can't do that. Damn it. Order placed. Dad, 1809 Alice Drive. Simon P. Jones, Mount Hawley Estate. Hey buddy, how's it going up there in that big house? I think most people would be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and opportunities for adventure that present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage, packing the tent. I wanted to try to post this letter before we depart tomorrow so that it has a chance to arrive during your first few days on the estate. But with all the preparations, I'm not sure that I'm going to find the time. There's so much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me to just jot this stuff down. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you, and I know from our conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him, so do both of us a favour, be excited. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, and I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer before your trip that will actually be useful. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday I'll end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliché expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator, Dad. P.S. Get some sleep each night and don't spend all your time each day playing dirigiblocks. What? The hell is a dirigiblock? Oh, here we go. Utility room fuse box. More detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address client has provided. Shit. Okay, press any button above to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. Shit. Okay, 9, 8. Where was that at? Did I overlook it? Oh, there it is. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna have to try. Don't really have any options anymore. Oh wait, no, I had to go around, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I mean, that's fine, I guess. Wait, you're not gonna let me do it? Oh, that's just mean. Now push yourself to the very edge of exhaustion and must now return to your campsite to get some rest. You can continue your search tomorrow, however the house might be a little bit different. Okay. So good to know, last room, you can't do anything in it, you just fade out, and that's it. How many days do we have? Did he say in the beginning? Because I don't remember what he said. You're the same? And it's you again. I don't have a key. Oh, never mind, it's right here. Perhaps I should have actually made notes. Oh, nice, you got interest. I did write before. What did the box thing say on the wall? That even if you choose the right one, it may be wrong. You're in the... Oh, it changed. If you're telling the truth, then we are in the parlour. If you're telling the truth, you're empty. And if you're telling the truth, we're in the parlour. He figured as much. Perhaps the corridor is the best option here. Courtyard. Could use a key. kind of fucked myself though by doing that. There's nothing new here. Oh, hold on. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed as always to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Terminal password, hold on. Obviously the first one is an S. It kind of looks like I see an X for X-ray as well, so we have Sierra X-ray, maybe a 9 at the end. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. This is a red note, and it's typed out, so that's not true. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. It's kind of what I was figuring out. Keys for sale. I do have money. Laboratory, experimental house features. But if I take that, it's a dead end. That would just leave me one space to do stuff. But it's an extra 10, so it's worth it. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note. Thank you for the weekend. I had... oh, that's the same. I really want to see the laboratory, but if I do that, it's a dead end and that's it. I'll do the boiler room. Ah. A mechanical puzzle. So there's a lift, I believe. Yeah, right there. You're currently connected. I believe that diverted the water from somewhere. So the water starts here. To go that way. That's for the door. That is for whatever that is. That's the power source. You're the big generator. You're to the door. Problem now being, you don't have a way across unless you use the lift. You're the power to the lift. Pulley system. But you don't do the thing I want you to do. I think I need to put water into this. Clearly show a thing. Maybe on the other side? Or not? Oh, when the bridge resets. That seems weird. There's really only a few valid pipe rotations. Unless I do that. And this... is that doing a thing to that? It doesn't seem like it. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe if I stop you at the proper point... Damn it. There it is. And then if I pull this, it diverts over to here. Okay. But now I have to rotate her. I don't know what the purpose of that is. There we go. Oh, but you retract back. Right, okay, I'll just take this. Of course, there's another one. Okay. Open you up. Right. Oh shit, right, I need to power you. And the water needs to be diverted. Here. Damn it. In that case, I'm confused. There we go. Oh, wait, but the light's off again. Obviously, we need it this way. Hmm. What does that red box do? Right. I need to divert the water again. Okay, but now I need to open up you. Is it safe to do that? Oh. Greetings from Reddington. That's the missing woman. Dead end. I don't have any gems. I'd very much like to see the courtyard, but I don't have any gems. Wait, what the hell? This man has very expensive taste. I don't have a gem. It's gonna have to be the Nook. It has to be this one. Could do the breaker box. But if I do, it's a dead end. And then the rest of the options I have are all dead ends. So it has to be the dark room. Bollocks. Okay. Oh, the archive. And now there's a keycard door, and I don't have a keycard anymore. They're all keycard doors, except one. That's all the same. I need to go that way, but I can't. Shit. Might as well. Of course, it's the mail room. All that for dead ends. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Revane to sender, as he no longer is employed with our staff. Hold on, I need to take a screenshot of this and zoom in. Let me find a place to put this so I can zoom it in. I'll use Miro. since I used that for my missed playthrough and everything. Create new board. Don't need that. Come on, create new. Oh, you can only have 3. Which one is this? Oh, this one's blank anyways. Oh gods, even that's hard to read. Did the... It looks like 2 words on top of one. Yeah, I think it's multiple words on top of another. Or partially scribbled out, I believe. Did the something... I think that says throne. Like, sitting throne. The... something that... male. I can't read that. Let me make a few quick notes though. Red notes are always false unless written by hand. Blue notes are always true. I need to mess with the breaker. That might be my only way through here. Of course you is. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. Let's see, false statements. Did I really? Oh yeah, because you're locked. That's right. Wait, the archives have 2 doors that I missed. Oh, right, because they're locked as well. Chapel is really the only thing I can do. That's it. It's all dead ends. That's the only one I don't know. And that's a breaker. Okay. I feel stupid. Okay, let me start fresh. Okay, hold on. I know what needs to be done, I just don't know how to go about doing it. That's what makes it difficult. No worries. How are you? Oh, what does that say? Danger. Toggling a breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC Power if you require assistance. I'm alive. Pretty tired, but I'm alive. Come on. There we go. I don't want it to do that. How did I make that appear at the end? It's gotta be purple. There we go. Yeah, pretty much. And I need the other two to be purple. And the one at the end has to be red. What happens if I do it like that? You just reset? But the problem is, I can't hit the blue one, because if I do, then the purple will disappear. I'm sure there's a way to do this. Fucking hell. I'm confused. I'm very confused. The purple ones make it difficult. So the purples don't disappear if you bring a red one. Fucking bollocks. Oh, I had it. God damn it. What did I do? I did that. And that. Okay. That's what they wanted, yeah? I think that's what they wanted. I should have made a note, and I didn't. Where did it talk about it? Oh shit, I don't remember. Was it the security room? I think it was the security room. So left. Another left. No, it was not the security room. Okay. Was it the mail room? At least this will tell me, hopefully. Maybe not. Nope, it says nothing. Great, wonderful. I have no idea what my clue is. Could be the... No, I've been in the bedroom, it wasn't there. Could be... not in the spare room. In the nook? It's definitely not in the dark room. Oh, it was in the archives. How many steps I have? 31? Now it takes it 8 to get there. I only get one more tent, since I'm down to my last coin. I don't have any keys. This is new. Well, all this is new. Print notes. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship. I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. Weird. Wait, was it not in here? No shit, it wasn't in here either. Don't think it was the mailroom. I don't want to waste a step for that. It wasn't in the pantry, was it? Bollocks, I screwed myself. And the lights are off. Oh, they do have to be on. Got it. Oh shit. I definitely screwed myself. This is my last chance in the chapel. I don't think I missed anything before here. I did everything I could. I'll just wing it, I guess, because I don't know what else to try. Wait. Hold on. Wait, no, fuck. God damn it. What does it mean when it turns white? Okay. Oh, I guess I can keep using this. Where did I go? Yeah, there's nothing else here. I'll have to check the storeroom. It's not in here. This may be the end of the second day, actually. I'm stuck. I don't have a way forward. Yeah, I don't have a way forward. but you can just walk out. Hold on, I want to see this door first. Okay. Oh, there is a run button. How far can you go here? I thought I was limited to the house. Oh, you're camping, that's right, so that's where you're staying. Hello. Strange. Due to the rules set forth in your great uncle's will, you are not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. There's no jump button. Lame. Well, this is definitely very interesting. I'll have to come back to this another time. And I definitely need to take a lot more notes as well. I just hope that the puzzles don't reset. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and stop here. Switch over to the other side. Ooh, that's the wrong button. And work on some art for the rest of the night. So yeah, I'm going to play some tunes, swap on over. I'll see you there.